Right, hello class. So this is the updated version of your project description. So I have removed the second task, that is EDA using Tableau. So you have to move on to the third task, and I have changed it to task 2 here. Data prediction and analysis on this Friday, this week, yeah. In task 2, what you have to do is two things. One is to do the diagnostic analytics of data, EDA on RapidMiner, and also predictive analytics of data, sentiment analysis using machine learning. So the first part of task 2, what you have to do is you need to load your clean data in RapidMiner, the data that you have scraped previously. So in statistic tab, explain your analysis, and then for example data in start attribute is not normally distributed, most are skewed to the left with range of what kind of range, right? This is the diagnostic analysis. So in visualization tab, choose a plot type, scatter matrix, and then choose a value column that is price, manufactured year, and engine capacity. And then what you have to do is you have to explain the analysis of price versus manufactured year, price versus engine capacity, and engine capacity versus manufactured years. So for example, relationship in price variable versus manufactured year variable is directly proportional, where if the year increases, price will increases as well. So this is you have to screenshot your result here, right? And then what you have to do is you have to do the predictive analytics of text data, sentiment analysis using machine learning. So what you have to do is you need to scrape your data using Twitter, data scraping. Refer to the video that I have given you. Using RapidMiner, yeah? Keyword should be the name of your car provider, for example, Honda, Toyota, etc. So you are going to analyze the polarity of the tweets of your car provider. Either most of the tweets are positive or whether the tweets are negative. So you have to refer the sentiment analysis video that I have given you this week. And then the steps of the second phase of predictive analytics or sentiment analysis are as follow. Number one is you have to assume that you have scraped 100 of data, divide them into 60/40 data, store them into modeling file data and example set data CSV respectively. So for example, you have 60 data in modeling file data and 40 data in example set data. And then you have to analyze the modeling file data.csv, where you need to create the class label in each tweet on your own, either it is positive or negative. And for example, I have here this movie review data set. So these are the text that you are going to what they call that you are going to scrape. And then once you have scraped them, you are going to give the polarity, whether this text is positive or it is negative. And then what you have to do is input the modeling file data.csv into input of step 1 in your RapidMiner process. Okay, here, in retrieve historical sentiment. Okay, you have to refer the video, yeah. And then analyze the example set data.csv, those 40 data. And then what you have to do is you need to remove all of this as empty, because you don't know any label here. You don't have any label, so you don't have to predefine the label. Then this is where the model will predict the polarity. So meaning that once you have trained the model in the RapidMiner, the model, for example, you train SVM model. So SVM model will do the prediction part. For you, whether the new text here will be positive or is it negative. And then what you have to do here is you have to input the example set data.cs XLS. I think it's supposed to be in Excel, yeah, because I use read Excel here. And then into step 3, read Excel operator, run the process, and then analyze the polarity of the tweets, whether the predictive is a positive value or negative value is higher. So from there, you have to reflect the polarity of the second-hand car value scrape from mudah.my, and you have to discuss the analysis. So example here, you have, okay, I cannot get the result yet. Okay, let me see. Once you have done the process here, it will take a little bit much time here, because you got the I got here 2000 data. That is why I asked you to have 100 data. Once you get the result, I want you to what do you call that, look at the value of the sentiment here. Okay, for example, whether the negative or positive is higher, right, based on the predictive model and the example set, which one is being predicted positive and negative higher. So this is the rubric. The first one is not being assessed anymore, and what you have to do is you need to do the predictive model and then analyze it using storytelling, and where you have to relate all four processes of analytics, and storytelling is clear and relatable to data, where you have to reflect the value of polarity with second-hand values create from mudah.my. For example, if your car is if your car is Kia, and then the polarity that you have analyzed is much of the tweets are negative, so you can say that the second-hand car value is much lower than Pro Dua, for example. So that is how you are going to do the storytelling. And then this is the result, where it will your RapidMiner should produce expected output with correct and presentable format. And also the report quality, I don't want any report, but then I need the slide here, right? So that's it for your project what they call that description, updated version. So I hope you can do this project and try to make sure you can present by end of week 14 up till week 15. I will give you another week. I will extend another week for you all. Right, thank you everyone. Bye. Assalamualaikum.